Very cheeky. Magisk already contributes. Apex catches 2 slipping. Good headshots out of Rouse. Has he really got another one in him?
Did a 1-on-2 before. 1-on-4 is a taller task. And he has to
did a 1v2.
That's true.
And Masuta on long. Can he get the time? Oh, Rouse, that's sensationally quick. Oh, and catches ZywOo dropping off. He swapped to the M4. He knows where he is. Rouse to do another impossible clutch.
Molly's either way.
Molly exchange.
We can't push it.
You have to respect it. The sweep, though. ZywOo's coming to your crosshair. Coming to you! Oh, Rouse! That's a beautiful 1 versus 4. The Dane lays down the pain.
Super Aggie in mid. Oh, and he's crated jumping out the second mid window. Man! Das ist nicht gut, Junge.
Ja, das ist sehr schlecht für die deutsche Mann. Alter.
Junge.
Was kann ich sagen?
They're both here, though. Rouse and Marix. They're just playing so quiet. They're letting him in.
Yeah, maybe they don't check it. Catches a time in two bags.
Wrong corner.
That's the bomb. He's not ready for the quick swing. Flashing.
They have any idea?
They know now. The silencer masked it, and they will convert it. Marix will close, but the silencer stopped and kept them guessing. I think he was looking construction, Chad.
Was ist das?
Ja, ich habe keine Ahnung.
Oh, dearie me. What a comical round that one was.
Yeah.
That was, well, entertainment personified right there. All right, well, Molly down mid to corral them. And Molly plays. That's a ZywOo-esque move.
Oh, yeah. Snax doesn't hit it, but that's a very flash. Teammate and stare. Oh, he's got all 3.
Huge.
Just kicks down the door to B and says, I'll be having that. Thank you very much.
There's the 2 young guns. Let's see what they got.
Loads of util. ZywOo nerding it out with a nice deep one. Nade on one side, Molly on emo, still hitting the shots. Oh! And they nearly line up for them. The flames will finish as everyone's gone. Everyone's dead. A 0-man conclusion, but Sprout are the ones to leave with the round.
Oh, that looked like he had the collat, didn't it?
It did. And then I saw, honestly, not only did it look like a collat,
I don't have mid. I'm going
Shot in this work. 2. One going away from B. One more. Nice. One more shot.
Let's go. Doug. Let's just go fast.
Lower, I think, guys.
Probably.
Nice bomb, one more.
Think lower.
Bomb's dead.
Hold? No? Hold?
I think both. Low, both low. Last low. Last one HP.
No!
Kill him.
Nice! A lot of nice around there, Kasad.
One word is the overcomplicating things. If I'm at T side, I got the long spawn, I took long, I spot.
hands. Oh, he doesn't know. Or maybe he heard. Spitty swings out off the flash, and Magisk, he had the sound cue. He knew it was coming. Rouse gonna get hunted down. They may have got the info off the flash. They're making this look good. Rouse thinking of too much. Gets around the corner just in time. Time of the essence. Swings out for it, and he says play on. 4 in the round. Whew, that's gonna feel good. That is gonna feel exceptional. Magisk stands to deliver at least 1 from that chaos. And well, the 2 already wrapping sight.
Need to deal with him.
They've dealt with it. ZywOo locks down the side. The bomb is loose, and he's just untoppable. He hasn't got any friends, no help, no support, doesn't need it, not dead on the reload. Spitty doesn't finish his meal. Finally does. The 1v3 taking shape. Fake visual fight. Oh, Masuta just a bit too dastardly slips through the crosshair. Coming up later today, we've got some more exciting games. We get to see FaZe in the server for the first time since their amazing Fairy Tail run. We've got Ents, who are no stranger to a Fairy Tail run as an organization themselves. Obviously a different roster. Get to see Now We Know, and the bomb's off to A.
Yeah, so just putting their little tentacles out, right? So multiple members just peering into both bomb sites to see what feels the nicest. And right now, it will be A. Bomb planted, 40 seconds thrust onto the clock. Masuta still a little bit curious about where he needs to go. He has to rotate through CT. Would have to fight Spitty, who's already setting up a bit of a camp over towards the well. Having a bit of a drink. And make sure you're drinking at home too. Maybe you're enjoying the Counter-Strike, but don't forget.
Here comes the swing. Oh. Spitty actually ate that up. It's up to 1, and 1 man only. They collapse. Stare, normally good for it, but not a 1. Counting, he racks up another. Rouse watching with bated breath. Spitty, they double peek. That's brilliant to overwhelm the Orc. Dupree still lives on. Magisk is fragging. This can fall apart still. It's to do with the classic character Speedy Gonzalez.
I see.
Because, as you are aware, Plopsky's last name is Gonzalez.
That's true.
And Spiddy is Spiddy. Maybe
True.
Spiddy onto Gonzalez.
You need the both of
So I
them.
go, Spiddy onto Gonzalez! Arriba!
Okay, I see.
I've ruined it now. That would have been cool.
Well, no, but
it's never going to happen.
We're workshopping.
Sprout versus NIP.
This is the rehearsal.
Yeah, on the grand final stage.
Oh, they're holding on to it now. Feels like Apex wants to unleash this on the fade.
So I was aware of the fade, cheeky business. Masuta to check it as well. They've even got nades. And ZywOo's gone. Great work against there. Good for the opener. Where's his team to back him up to find that trade onto the sandbags? Nice work from Masuta. He's dastardly quick. 3v2, they need this. Rouse commits to it. He's making it competitive. And the last two is Dupree and Magisk. They scream. That's the A defense.
They're worried about this Spiddy. Like, he's been very lurky, right? So they're taking their time just combing out to make sure he's not in boiler or halls. But now the bomb goes down, the jig is up. They have a very good idea that this is on towards the B bomb site.
Oh, Rouse and Spiddy, they've got everything. The palm of their hands. Oh, he doesn't know. Or maybe he heard. Given the freedom of top banana. And this doesn't go well for Rouse historically. Takes the fight, loses it. And maybe the site, unless Stair can be the hero that Sprout need. He's again stepped up. He can't keep fighting.
Oh, he can.
He does keep fighting with 5 HP and perhaps just trying to buy time. I don't know why Slax and Spiddy have only just now pulled out the evacuation shoot to B.
They contest this one here because Cash is starting to get a little bit light on, especially for Slax, who is the AWP player for the team. Marek's lining up a Hey Future Pros tip right now as they can molly over towards Emo. They can smoke off Banana. They can flash on in. That would be the recipe for success here.
Oh, good damage from Apex, suppressing. Time really light on now. You're going to lose everything if you go for this. And there's Spiddy's first to fall. The rest added to the naughty list. And there you have it, 20 secure Vitality. It's often regarded that even in...
Sprout's affections are heading. It is Spiddy on the lurk. Plenty of utility for a full B execute here. They could get the mollies towards back of the site. You can just see that flash towards top Banana to secure the sandbag control. But back and forth. So it is just about posturing. They made the right call here.
That what happens is the player that's on rotation is too late. You can see Apex is already in. His smoke isn't going to do anything. He's cut off. Star as well in Ruins is cut off, and at this point he can't take any fights. You know, at this point you have to concede the bomb site, which is bad, but not as bad as him just dying here to ZywOo, and then Apex getting good timing to push through the smoke and get the second kill, and the round is over. Just because of those two small things, from a 5v4 and a health advantage as well, you concede the site and you lose a very important round. It could have gotten you back into that first half.
The thing that's what is important in this round as well that we need to mention is that the fact that Speedy had a flash. When you are in a position where you are too late to rotate and you cannot help with fighting, you can use that flash on top of triple or top of, tell your teammate to reposition in a position that can be, you know, used to flash, and maybe you get a double. This way, the big guy was playing Ruins, and then Speedy was trying to get to that smoke. He was too late, and then it was over.
So, and it's another example of you.
Jumping out the second window, man! Das ist nicht gut, Junge!
Ja, das ist sehr schlecht für die deutsche Mann. Alter.
Junge.
Was kann ich sagen?
Weren't diligent on their clears, and that came back to bite them. So they need to be able to work this one out, and they need to be able to piece this one together. But Slax has found Apex again, the re-aggression.
Okay, trades everywhere.
Oh.
And Dupree loses his hair. Big shot. 1 for ZywOo. 2 to find. And this is to force a third map. Sprout to take the Vitality's pick away from them.
Mirage.
Yep.
1 round away, 1 kill away.
He'll clear this. ZywOo's a robot. And he's just adjusted perfectly into Rouse. He wants to play on.
Deep CT smoke here. He could play with that. Marek's is coming fast up. Banana has utility of his own, and ZywOo's making a move here. Head-on collision.
Oh, he knows everything. ZywOo saves Vitality, a sigh of relief from everyone else in that jersey.
About a time that the Clutch would go Vitality's way, right? Because so far the Clutches have, well, it's felt like they've gone from the eye test in the way of Sprout more often.
Stair just using his weapon at this point. Here comes the Spiddy nade. It's a Well saw smoke, he's picked that up. They swing to pull, and ZywOo's opened up onto Coffins just as the smoke bloomed. They got the sight now. Apex ensures it with a great shot. And now 3 versus 3. ZywOo, though, he's ready for you. Baits the shot. Marik's good movement just to the fingertips now.
Surely the molly's enough here to call this off, right? Do you really want to go for this if you Sprout?
Not really. 2 very hard clears and another
tag
onto Slack. ZywOo, he's hit both of those shots, and this time he doesn't make the same mistake. We run down, little slow. ZywOo quite the opposite. Quick scope into Marik's. And Slacks, yeah, he's just looking to survive now. 1 to the side on the peak, and he takes 2 for his troubles. It's not bad. Good economical damage, but Vitality win the round.
I think here Magisk needs to slip away CT spawn, well aware of that, needs to really hightail it. Bomb's about to go off, wants to keep the AWP, and he will. So, gets that for ZywOo, who we saw find a lot of impact there towards the...
He's going to have his head on a swivel, drops off. I don't know if that was loud. Masuta jumps into the crosshairs. He'd loved a second, but dropping into the pit, a hard shot to track. Slacks misses it. Still beating now Dupree's heart as mine quickens in pace. Bomb planted, and... well, what do you do about a 4v4?
So many nades, though. Like, look at all the grenades left over for Sprout in this type of a round. They could actually start to manufacture a bit of a retake here, but we need to talk about what util they need to throw out. They know that Magisk was spotted over towards Boiler, and there he's gone. So that's a big pick now. So much nades. They can nade over towards Pit. They can molly Dupree out.
Someone has to consider Boiler. Even though Magisk pushed apps, someone has to be ready for this late flank. The distraction's there, the nade is there, and now Rowls. He has saved Sprout twice. ZywOo is a problem, though. It's light on time. He loves this kind of round, and Marik's is better. They have enough time based on the extinguish, and we will go 4-4.
Well handled. And I don't know how they had so many grenades left. That's crazy, right? Because we were focused on what was the action towards A. I guess over towards B, they were holding on to it.
Info Ash. There is util on Slacks. If you could get that smoke on the bomb, Apex has beat him to it. He can peek and play around it now. Good Molotov. ZywOo's fine, though. Forced into the pillar, squeaking wide, and there goes Spitty. If you're Slacks, you're not so convinced you want to go for this. You will get taken by ZywOo. 3 on that AWPT side. It's the first time we've seen his name in multiple facets in one round. And they got plenty of cash to return back into that investment, but ZywOo keeps him safe.
Yeah, so grinding away here. So we get one more buy now out of Sprout, and then after that, it's going to be a bit more...
util, which they will respect, but Magisk is ahead of it, and they aren't ready. Oh, he nearly gets them both. It's still actually not the end of the world. The fact that Rouse lives on, what's his util state? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So he better hope they run into the A, as they have. Dupree repelled by a nice AWP shot, long lost, as Masuta fills that gap. Oh, this is everything, and Apex has won the round again, unless Mr. Marix is up to the task. It's just one man, chipped away at by a nade, already in a powerful position, adopted for Apex.
Apex doesn't have to overextend here, because Masuta and ZywOo could smoke CT and Coffins, but they need to get a move on, because Slacks and Spitty are starting to rotate, so everybody's here on B to at least get this one done. He's ahead of this molly.
Yeah, but ZywOo clears him, so perfect. B pressure continues, a high flash. ZywOo trying to tuck in, and now the crossfire favors Vitality. Not easy to break through. Spitty, Slacks, both flash. There is util on Slacks. If you could get that smoke on the bomb, Apex has beat him to it. He can peek. Impresses us with that one. Lovely find. Just taps the head. More to come, and he's had enough of that. Good call from him. He doesn't want to be losing an AK or his life.
This might be a bit of a limp biscuit here. They might just want to head back and forth, ping-pong between both sites, just to milk out as much utility as they can. It was funny the other day when LFO were playing Ancient, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they were just on one of those pistol rounds, and Licky's typing, "Give utility, please."
Just one.
I thought that was very humorous. Rushley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not with us on the 1s, 2s, and 3s today. He put it up on his socials if you wanted to go have a little bit of a giggle.
He's not here.
No.
Damn, Rushley.
He's doing content for Yanko this week.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, well, I figured he just wanted a holiday, because I don't expect him to do a lot.
He does too much, if anything. And there we have ourselves a lovely wrap into the Slacks AWP. So good to get him, as you said, heating up. We got him on 6 frags. There's a couple. Very cheeky. Magisk already contributes. Apex catches 2 slipping. Good headshots out of Rowls. Has he really got another one in him?
Did a 1-on-2 before. 1-on-4 is a taller task. And he has to
did a 1v2.
That's true.
And Masuta on long. Can he get the time? Oh, Rowls, that's sensationally quick. Oh, and catches ZywOo dropping off. He swapped to the M4. He knows where he is. Rowls to do another impossible clutch.
Molly's either way.
Molly exchange.
We can't push
You
him.
have to respect it. The sweep, though. ZywOo's coming to your crosshair. Coming to you. Oh, Rouse! That's a beautiful 1 versus 4. The Dane lays down the pain. Yo! With them initially. Slags Molotov'd out. He'll stick around. And yeah, good fundamentals from Vitality to give him nothing.
It's better than a smoke, so now they can just creep up mid for free. So if Slax re-peaks, he's going to get a rude shock here.
Yeah, the tight line. Flashed and... Oh, no! Deleted. ZywOo in.
They should wrap A here. They go B, it's going to be into 3 players. They don't know that, though.
Oh, and that's a big frag for Marix to post. Now ZywOo doesn't have a friend, at least on long side. It's going to be Spitty in the pit, dialing or dancing with death and flashbangs. Now they're in the site and they've got time to plant. Still a 4v2 though, and they may disrupt this. Partnered up, good pre-fire, Spitty through the smoke. Brought down low. They have to push as a team. In the fade, Spitty catches Magisk clear, and it will be Sprouts first, but still just hanging on at times and threatening with only 2.
Yeah, they trapped them in the box that was the bomb site there, so they're going to get that defuse.
Fine, I'm pushing.
Rinse, rinse. Half rinse. 2 rinse.
Pushing factor.
One left, one left.
And Molotov to try and block the top of Banana. Rouse is coming too. So this is a good gamble, and that's a great kill.
Very nice. Apex wants to go, and here comes Vitality. Big defense asked of from Sprout. ZywOo's always a threat on this Coffin's position, and it's Magisk and Apex just diving through that CT smoke. Slax does manage to take down that pesky Apex, but the bomb now planted. It really falls to Marix. He just got caught through the smoke. Spitty was the last piece of the puzzle. Arrives late CT, but the site's lost, and the 8th round secure.
Yeah, so this is just going to be Spitty holding onto his gun here. And the worst case scenario is now just manifested, because as I mentioned, I think we 1900 into the next round of play. If they'd held on to those guns a little bit earlier, then they probably found themselves in a very similar situation. So I'll just shut my mouth. Either way, it's not going well for Sprout here. ZywOo grabs the final kill, and now the half has been won out. So this one, well, going as I think a lot of people expect, especially the 1x bet odds expected. I think you guys...
Marix. He's hanging out on his library smoke, and yeah, they are just going to be kind of held at bay. The fact that there's already a CT on T ramp means this is it. All or nothing.
Yeah, Masuda is pushing to contain, right? And this is what you like, right? If you push and you keep going, give it the kill, you give an avenue back, but he's just pushing to contain. So this is great stuff. Good reserved counter-strike here from both Apex and Masuda. You can see Apex trying to contain that CT spawn. He's going to get a fight coming his way momentarily. Look at this. Very procedural from Marix here. Oh, there's a chance.
A big chance. He wants to actually continue to apply the pressure to Apex, forces utility out and forces Apex back. ZywOo graveyard.
2v3 on A.
ZywOo doesn't really need much help. He's got Magisk though in tow. And Vitality are going to have themselves some series points, a handful of them available. 2 opportunities to end it here.
Just one more round required right now, and yeah, it's looking good. It looks like they've tied up a couple of those little...
In deep capacity, they're on the site side. The trajectory will betray their position.
Spitty's the only one lurking around top mid. Marix has floated over towards B as well. And well, Slax's AWP is noted now. Do they just hightail it? Do they just hightail it back? No, they're going forward off of this. They're going in.
Yeah, forces the extinguish out Rouse. He'll just stand and wait for Slax to deliver. Molly will force him out. Has to smoke himself. Good kill. The flames have spread. That's at least Masuda down. Chipping away. The M4s have a one-shot headshot now. No dinks, no problems. First is found by Slax. Rouse to trade, bomb now loose, and there we have it. One, a necessary one on their CT side.
Okay, well, that's given them at least a base to work with now. But Vitality, if they can get to 22, they'll convert here in double OT. If we go 21-21, we go again. Or Sprout are still in a position where they need to get all 3 T rounds consecutively here. But remember the problems Vitality were having in Banana. Stair was walking up. How are Masuda and Apex going to deal with this? Because it has to stop. If it continues to happen, the game's going to... Not so swift about it this time round. I think he may have been prepared for some form of a counter.
So how do we force off this setup? You can't just walk into it.
Coming through.
You can just walk into it. Dupree takes some damage. Dupree deals some as well. A double out of the Dane. Matrix. Matrix is...
Oh, it could be in the Matrix, as old Marix.
Marix. He's hanging out on his library smoke, and Yeah, they are just going to be kind of held at bay. The fact that there's already a CT on T ramp means this is it. All or nothing.
Yeah, Masuda is pushing to contain, right? And this is what you like, right? If you push and you keep going, give it the kill, you give an avenue back. But he's just pushing to contain. So this is great stuff. Good reserved counter-strike here from both Apex and Masuda. You can see Apex trying to contain that CT spawn. He's going to get a fight coming his way momentarily. Look at this. Very...
Hello. Goodbye. Apex is getting away from the flames. Smoke to extinguish. Okay. Now then, we wrote them out once. This is for the push to a third map. Vitality still with the man advantage and starting to consider their options. He got Masuda posted up in apps, Dupree hoping to catch anything early, but the bomb's still loose and loads of time. Not loads of nades.
Is indecision going to get the best of Vitality, though? Because the way that the round worked last time, they weren't diligent on their clears, and that came back to bite them. So they need to be able to work this one out, and they need to be able to piece this one together. But Snax has found Apex again, the re-aggression.
Okay, trades everywhere.
Oh!
And Dupree loses his hair. Big shot. 1 for ZywOo. 2 to find. And this is to force a third map. Sprout to take. In games, we get to see FaZe in the server for the first time since their amazing fairy tale run. We've got Ents, who are no stranger to most out of this armored pistol. They do want to go quick, and I can see Apex's crosshair now. Wow, it is ginormous, yeah.
Well, they free smoke. They're going to go through here. This is the difference, right?
Walking straight past Rouse! He's going to get the frag, and now, well, Stare at least keeps it competitive. A 2v2. Rotates late. This is a hard clear. I don't think Spitty's going to do it.
Still a chance here for them.
Does he? Oh, no. And Marix is just going to go ahead and accept his fate. Maybe there's something he can scoop up in middle.
Yeah, look, we all want to look for a consolation here. So, going to do his best to find what he can. But it's just going to be Mac 10. So, better than nothing, I guess, as the old saying goes. But we're going to hold on to the head armor, the Deagle, the Mac 10 to carry through. Oh, he's going to go for the Scout instead. So, thinks that Slaxy Boy could find them some tags. Now, that's always not too shabby. Yes?
Oh, no, it's just...
Apex crosshair?
Yeah, it's actually bigger than the Observer crosshair.
Yeah, but he put it up on his socials if you wanted to go have a little bit of a giggle.
It's not here.
No.
Damn, Rushley.
He's doing content for Yanko this week.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, well, I figured he just wanted a holiday because I don't expect him to do a lot.
He does too much, if anything. And there we have ourselves a lovely wrap into the Snax AWP. So good to get him, as you said, heating up. We've got him on 6 frags. There's a couple of eco bashes there to keep us...
Swing out middle here from Masuda. They just want to corral and push back this 4-man stack top mid.
Couple of quick clicks and Sprout can solve this mystery, and it is even trades for now. 2 successful clicks. Marek, did he take one? No, Spitty provides. He's in boiler. Can't go down on long, and he's just been goosed. Stairs running out of options, and oh, he's gone down. Ral's now no armor. He's got all that nades, but it doesn't matter when Dupree's hitting his clicks. That's 3 from the Dane, and he is definitely going to be coming in to have somewhat of a renaissance over the course of his return to competitive play. I think Kanavica bothered him. I think it bothered a lot of them. He'll clear this. ZywOo's a robot. ZywOo's a robot. And he's just adjusted perfectly into Ral's. He wants to play on.
Deep CT smoke here. He could play with that. Marix is coming fast up. Banana has utility of his own, and ZywOo's making a move here. Head-on collision.
Oh, he knows everything. ZywOo saves Vitality, a sigh of relief from everyone else in that jersey.
About a time that the Clutch would go Vitality's way, right? Because so far the Clutch... Well, back and forth as they showed themselves in Banana. There's currently a 3-man stack from Apex, Dupree, and Masuda, who are in the wrong place at the wrong time right now. ZywOo and Magisk are the 2 who are comboed up, and they're just juggling across nades. That is very important that Magisk gets that smoke, because now he can deploy it at his feet at bike if he gets mollied. Oh, there's not a molly in play. Don't worry about that. Won't have to use the one-way, but it's double nade, triple nades. Still alive?
Magisk stands to deliver at least 1 from that chaos, and well, the 2 already wrapping sight.
Need to deal with him.
They've dealt with it. ZywOo locks down the site, the bomb is loose, and he's just untoppable. He hasn't got any friends, no help, no support, doesn't need it, not dead on the reload. Spitty doesn't finish his meal, finally does. The 1v3 taking shape Fake visual fight. Oh, Masuta just a bit too dastardly. Slips through the crosshair, makes it 12. And Vitality in deep capacity. They're on the site side. The trajectory will betray their position.
Spitty's the only one lurking around top mid. Marix has floated over towards B as well. And Slax's AWP is noted now. Do they just hightail it? Do they just hightail it back? No, they're going forward off of this. They're going in.
Yeah, forces the extinguish out. Rouse, he'll just stand and wait for Slax to deliver. Molly will force him out. Has to smoke himself. Good kill. The flames have spread. That's at least Masuta down. Chipping away. The M4s have a one-shot headshot now. No dinks, no problems. First is found by Slax. Rouse to trade, bomb now loose, and there we have it. One, a necessary one on their CT side.
Okay, well, that's given them at least a base to work with now. But Vitality, if they can get to 22, they'll convert here in double OT. If we go 21-21, we go again. Or Sprout are still in a position where they need to get all 3 T rounds consecutively here. But remember the problems Vitality were having in Banana. Stair was walking up. How are Masuta and Apex going to deal with this? Because it has to stop. If it continues to happen, the game's going to... Not a Lego, man.
Well, yeah. Be nice if you could detach your head at times. Make it harder to hit. Put it in your pocket. Oh, this is bad. It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect.
I loved it until it didn't happen.
No, Dupree, however, might just get a whole party coming his way. It's not going to be a little Pasha throwback.
But the thing is, you know Dupree's an A-holder and you just found him Speedway. So do you go back to A or do you go B?
I don't want to go near ZywOo. But I also don't want to wrap B.
Yeah.
Can we just not fight? Can we just save?
Yeah, see, this pacifist of you is coming out again.
Sorry, yeah, let's not fight, guys. Let's just not run into the crosshairs of ZywOo. That's not bad. You know Magisk is the pit boy, and he reminds you of that.
Spitty
reminds us what he's capable of. He's been doing this a damn long time and continues to hit the headies. That's 8.
If Spitty does a big clutch, I want to tell everybody. I want to get it out there.
Yeah.
I was going, Spitty, making me giddy.
Okay, it's nice. That's nice. I wanted to get
Pre-locking down A, and the 1x bet odds at the top of your screen. Well, they haven't changed. You can understand why. Julie's in the USP.
Armored Julies. Yeah, he is. I mean, I know we don't like it, but
I like him now.
He feels like a bit of a raid boss. And he's in. Slax is not taken down Dupree before a Julie gets to be fired. Jakey is on our 1s and 2s, and ZywOo puts 1 into Marix. Slax nice on the Molotov, and there's a third from Slax popping off, applying Dupree's damage with the Julies. In the open is Apex. He's not gone down. How has he not gone down? There we have it. It's Rouse with a quick one to finish. But Sprout, they'll take the pistol.
Yeah, okay. Well, now they're in a very good position to tie things up at 9-9. Now, this type of exact round was what they stumbled over on...
That's cool ever. The smoke's there, though. Apex not going to reveal himself. Instead, he's going to go through it. He's going to go through it. This is going to be cheeky. Very cheeky. Magisk already contributes. Apex catches 2 slipping. Good headshots out of Rouse. Has he really got another one in him?
Did a 1-on-2 before. 1-on-4 is a taller task. And he has to
did a 1v2.
That's true.
And Masuta on long. Can he get the time? Oh, Rouse, that's sensationally quick. Oh, and catches ZywOo dropping off. He swapped to the M4. He knows where he is. Rouse to do another impossible clutch.
Molly's either way.
Molly exchange.
We can't push him.
You have to respect it. The sweep, though. ZywOo's coming to your crosshair. Coming to you. Oh, Rouse! That's a beautiful 1 versus 4. The Dane lays down the pain. Yo!
Whoa, another clutch here for Sprout. They're keeping himself in it with his individual moments. That one is massive. Apex rocking through the arch smoke, gets himself 3 kills and all the part of that. It's just Dupree all of a sudden.
Mission complete. You don't like short scary, and there's a reason for it. Rouse does go down. The unpredictable angle of Dupree profits, and he's allowed to retreat. He knows he was last seen bulk, and the bomb still lies idle on short. The rotate will come through. Here he comes. Dupree down, but the trade immediate. And the first round of overtime goes the way of the CTs. Just a little shy of the full execution.
Can anyone stop?
Ouais, quand vous voulez, je flash. Un pompier. TP. Non, et avec votre cul. Allez, go récupérer la banane.
Par contre, t'as un peu les mecs, on est même pas prêts.
T'as re-smoke en banane. Ah, qui garde le mid?
J'ai pas entendu que t'as demandé.
T'as tout garde le mid, s'il te plaît. Les infos et tout, on va aller retravailler la banane avec Jason. On va assurer, je vais mettre une balle au bois, nique sa mère.
Okay. Get wall. Other guy not there.
Reste close, Pablo.
c'est bien, on est convaincus. C'est ça que je veux voir, les mecs. Ils ont un AWP, normalement le Psy doit avoir un AWP.
Ouais, il va sûrement tenter quelque chose. Prise vodka, rapide.
Allez, go.
Threat, bit of a problem.
Oh, he's done it again.
Has done it again for the squad. Overtime looms. Vitality, they have to secure a retake.
Jumping into
and Stare decides he's had enough. Get hunted down. They may have got the info off the flash. They're making this look good. Rowls thinking of too much. Gets around the corner just in time. Time of the essence. Swings out for it, and he says play on. 4 in the round. Whew. That's going to feel good. That is going to feel exceptional. Okay, I like the call. It would be perfect to exploit their early 3B if Magisk isn't in a prime position to deal with this.
How good Rouse flash.
Yeah. Oh,
flash.
They just go dry. Late flash. He's got vision and frags. Oh, God, it is not pretty. 3 tapped away at Sprout. So close to manifesting something competitive. And now 2 players locking horns with a full 5-man unit. Masood to late flank. They won't let this slip, especially after the speech. I think you're absolutely right. Zonic's been giving them, just kind of tightening that leash, saying, let's not have a silly one here. I don't want to be watching. Oh, yeah, Snax doesn't hit it, but that's a very flash. Teammate and Stare. Oh, he's got all 3.
Huge.
Just kicks down the door to B and says, I'll be having that. Thank you very much. Marius can stick around and lurk and punish them. They can lose everything here. Vitality, not a single rifle to be saved if they can pull this off. Marix, opportunity to catch Magisk, who's almost guaranteed to be on pit side.
I like this because Marix would have heard that step out of apartments, right? He was close enough to hear that. So that information, they know that there was a player just on A moments ago. They can re-execute.